Week 12 wrapped up just a couple hours ago with the 49ers and the Panthers. And yeah, I mean, let's see if I can get my thoughts straight on this game. I would not think if you told me Brock was going to throw three interceptions, the 49ers were going to come out on top, but they did. Got to give the defense recognition. I think this is the best defensive game the 49ers have played this year. We'll get into the Panthers too in terms of their strategy, but um, yeah, and then yeah, wow. The Niners scoring with Jennings in the beginning, that was cool. And then, you know, 49ers offense gets the ball back pretty quick, and then what's Brock doing? He just launching the ball up, not making good decisions. I think on all three of them, I was just thinking, and I probably said out loud, no, when he threw it, especially when he saw how many guys were covering these guys. Um, he can create with his legs, doing things, but then he just launches the ball, and he's either going to throw it short or too far. And in these instances, killed drives for the 49ers. We should have thumped the Panthers with how the defense played today and how the offense was moving the ball. Yeah, I think Brock Purdy thinks he's Brett Favre for just being a gunslinger. Favre couldn't move like Purdy, but he would throw that ball and had so much zip on it. He'd throw interceptions, but there was definitely risk reward, but Brett Favre had a lot more reward. Um, yeah, Brock, ouch. I think the fans in Frisco were probably, chanting for the return of the Mac yet again, wanting Mac Jones to get in there. But Brock moved the offense pretty well, other than those turnovers. And so let's get into the 49ers stats. Brock Purdy, 23 for 32, 193 yards, one touchdown, but he had the three interceptions. Those are just killers. He wasn't sacked. So it feels like our offensive line is gelling. You got Trent Williams, one of the all-time great. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, I'm sure. Spencer Buford's been back for a little bit. Jake Brendel at center, Pooney right guard, and then McKivitz right tackle. So the offensive line's playing well, and Brock Purdy's quickness and escapability works in his favor. Christian McCaffrey, again, this has just been the theme, and he's returning to play the Panthers, even though the Panthers came to us. 24 carries, 89 yards, under 4, kind of what McCaffrey's done this year, 3.7 average and one touchdown. Brian Robinson had 7 carries for 40 yards. I like the change of pace with Robinson. He wants to run through people. He's a powerhouse, and so, I hope to see a little bit more of an uptick. They could have used him a little bit more those last drive or two when we got, a 2-score lead, that way to take a little hits off McCaffrey. And McCaffrey wasn't doing anything. The Panthers had adjusted toward the end of the game. And, why take the risk if Brian Robinson's doing well? Because Robinson's average is 5.7 yards a carry. Receiving wise, the offense just looks different with George Kittle back in there being healthy. He looks great. So he had 6 receptions on 10 targets, 78 yards. Christian McCaffrey was the second leading receiver in terms of yardage. He had 7 catches on 7 targets. That was good, 53 yards. And then Juwan Jennings looks good. He's making big plays. It appears that he's healthy now too. So he had the lone receiving touchdown, 5 receptions, 41 yards on 7 targets. So I like the weapons of McCaffrey, Jennings, and Kittle. Pearsall, he's just not back yet. He had 2 catches, 4 targets, and then they did a little reverse action. I think it was a reverse handoff to him, but for 2 yards. But I like that they're trying to get Pearsall back in the swing of things. McCaffrey did fumble once, but it was recovered by Colton McKivitz, which wasn't a turnover there. That's good because we already had the 3 from Brock Purdy. But yeah, I think the offense looked good other than the turnovers. And so I'm wanting Brock to turn things around. His first year with us, he can do that. He wasn't such a gunslinger, and personally, he doesn't have the arm for a gunslinger. I like that he's creating, but maybe throw an underneath pass as opposed to like trying to launch it down the field. But we got the win. I liked how the offense looked, except for those turnovers. And the 24 carries by Christian, we had 38 total carries. Let's go and look at the Panthers, and you'll see a big difference here. Bryce Young coming off this 452-yard game, I believe, against the Falcons. He was 18 for 29, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, both to Jair Brown. That's who I'm giving the game ball to, our safety Jair Brown. He was sacked 1 time by Cleveland Farrell. Here's where the Panthers blew it. Rico Dowdle, 6 carries for 38 yards. Rico Dowdle was slashing teams, slashing them. And his average was 6.3. So why would you stop running the ball with Rico? I don't understand that. I think, is Dave Canales, is that the coach of the Panthers? I'll have to look it up after this. I think he overthought it. He saw how good Bryce Young was last game in passing, that he totally overthought this. And the Niners secondary was up for the task with Mustafa and Brown in safety positions. You got Lenore, cornerback, Renardo Green, Upton Stout. And they were up for the task. I mean, Panthers started to get some momentum in the second half, but they just blew it by not running the ball. Second rusher was Chuba Hubbard, 3 carries for 16, and then you had Bryce Young for 4 for 15. So total 13 carries to the 49ers, 38. So yeah, just silly. I think the coach definitely overthought it. Leading receiver was Rico Dowdle, 4 receptions, 36 yards, and then you have Tataroa McMillan. Sorry if I'm getting that name wrong. I had it on the broadcast, but now I'm messing up. He had 2 catches, 35 yards on the touchdown, and then you've Coker, 3 catches, Hubbard, 4 catches. So with Dowell and Hubbard getting the most catches for each, I mean, these are like dinks and dunks. So I have no idea why the Panthers would away for the run. You heard my theory, but I think that's where they messed up. But yeah, I'll definitely happy to get a win in here. I think if we were playing the Rams, they would have capitalized on our turnovers and they would have throttled us. We need to clean that up. We'll get into our defense a little bit. Malik Mustafa, 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Like the energy that kid brings. He's a gamer. Upton Stout, our rookie, 6 tackles, 1 pass deflected. Jair Brown had those 2 picks and 5 tackles. So Brown balling out, looking good. I like Jordan Elliott at the tackle position with our other rookie, Alfred Collins. Collins got his fingers on a ball that made it incomplete. So Collins is a gamer, and you keep hearing good things about him. Deommodore Lenore, he had 3 tackles. Curtis Robin, 3 tackles. So not killing it on tackle-wise, but they didn't run the ball. So less opportunities there. Like I said, Farrell had that 1 sack. So far, that was a good pickup for us a few weeks ago when all of our defensive linemen are getting hurt. So definitely take that one. I'm happy we got the win. Get the momentum going. Offense is looking better. Defense, if the defense has come to play like this moving forward, we're going to be in good shape. These guys are balling. The limitations are going to still be the lack of pass rush. So these guys got to create some stuff, get in there and pressure. I feel like we're starting to see other teams starting to click a little bit. So I'm really hoping that's what the 49ers are going to do. Next game, I think we're playing the Browns. So I'll start doing some prep work on that one. But getting this win on the heels of the news of Brandon Ayuk and the 49ers look like that marriage is over. My son messed with me, and because I wasn't home yet in time for the first touchdown, and I asked him who scored, and he said Ayuk. So what a cruel little man. But anyways, 49er fans, let's keep on rolling. Take this win, another place in the victory. We're in the playoffs still, so we just got to keep rolling. All right, y'all. Have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you soon.